So, Kristen Weston Chandler, if you've heard the name, then you know who that is. And if you see the image in here, you know who and what that is and all that backstory. So, a brief recap. Sometime in the early 2000s, he made a character, Sonichu, which was a matchup of Sonic and Pikachu. Made a comic that was basically his life told through the veil of a Saturday morning cartoon. Gets discovered in 2007. People tease him, they trick him, and his life just goes to shambles. Now, who's responsible for the decline? A lot of people say the trolls, and definitely they figured into it. And then a lot of people will say his parents. Certainly, they could have done things a lot differently, but ultimately the fault lies with Chris Chan. Johnny Depp has this great saying that he heard from an older gentleman when he was young, where he says, "Success and money don't change you, they reveal who you are." And you could argue that had he not had a crappy childhood, had he not had the trolls pick on him and tease him, that he could have had a much different life. But ultimately, when you get tested, that doesn't change you, that reveals who and what you are. And so, yeah, the ultimate fault belongs with him. Now, I have sympathy for what he had to go through. It's really unfair, and I know what it's like to be bullied and stuff. But think about this. There are so many people who get bullied, and they turn out to be lovely, wonderful people. They got their problems, but they make a conscious effort to decide, I'm not going to raise hell. I'm not going to belittle people. I'm going to try to go the opposite direction. And you could say, well, come on, he had a learning disability. He was high-functioning autistic. And that is true. But there are so many people on the spectrum in varying degrees who they choose to do the right thing. And you could also mention, well, he didn't get the proper schooling. Maybe he would have turned out differently then. Again, point well made. But if you look at the history, there was still the capacity to learn. Because as time went on, he got a little bit skeptical and has made certain quote-unquote apology videos. So, yeah. I get the idea behind him, and it's something we all kind of go through of okay, things suck, I wish they were better, and we all daydream, and to a degree he daydreamed, but in a vastly different way, and didn't control how things went. But if I could tell Chris anything, it's this. That better life that you want, you could have it. You just have to face up to the reality. You have to take responsibility for the actions that you've committed, the people you've hurt, and you have to strive. You have to make yourself better. You have to realize what is fantasy and what is reality, and you can change reality, just not in the way that you say you can. The first thing is bear as much suffering as you can in order to make your life better, and start taking responsibility for yourself. Get a job, stop the whole tugboat thing, and do what you can, because I'm familiar enough with the story that, like, your mom's not going to be around forever, dude. And that's just the nature of it. Our parents get older and they die, and we got to learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And it's something I'm kind of guilty of myself. We love childhood. We love that magic feeling of, everything's in front of us and we have unlimited potential. But at the same time, potential does wane as life goes on, unless you make a conscious effort to expand it. That's the thing about getting older. Potential is there, but you have to consciously make it. And yeah, you could achieve all the things you want, but you've got to try. And you got to learn to take criticism. I've had family members who flat out tell me my stuff sucks. I'm like, you got to learn to roll with the punches. If you have no critics, are you really meant to achieve all the great things that you want? And you got to let that make you stronger, not say, oh, look at me. So I don't know how else to say it, but grow up, man. I wish nothing but the best for you, so just get with it.